Welcome to Auruxx, the encyclopedia made interesting. We bring you many fun facts about the world. Sit back and get ready to be surprised. We discussed in the first part of this video what an astonishing land of discoveries Africa really is. Shocking revelation by researchers in Africa changes scientific understanding forever. If you haven't watched it yet, watch that with the link on top or with the same link in the description box. So in this video, we will disclose 10 things scientists found in Africa that astonished the world. Number 10, Mauritius. The stunning island of Mauritius, which situated southeast of the African coastline, is home to a diverse array of flora and fauna and impressive coral reefs. Among these natural wonders is an astonishing sight that has fascinated visitors for years. And this is an underwater waterfall seen from the shores. It may not visible much, but once you take to the skies on a helicopter tour of the island, you'll notice something truly enchanting. The shoreline appears to give way to a majestic waterfall flowing beneath the waves. The sight is nothing short of stunning. However, the truth is that the so-called waterfall is actually an optical illusion caused by sand and silt deposits moving down the slope and dropping into the depths below. As the sand and silt run off the ocean floor, they make the illusion of a waterfall, or the island being sucked into a large drain. Despite not being an actual waterfall, this phenomenon still enchants visitors to Mauritius, who marvel at the incredible natural beauty of this unique island in the Indian Ocean. Number 9, Stonehenge of Africa. Located approximately 700 miles south of the Great Pyramid of Giza and about 60 miles west of the Nile, lies a stone complex that rivals even the renowned Stonehenge of England. It is generally known as the Nabta Playa. The Nabta Playa was initially uncovered in the 1970s by a team of archaeologists. They discovered a series of stone structures that appeared to be aligned with the stars, leading some to refer to the site as the Stonehenge of Africa. But unlike its more celebrated counterpart in England, the Nabta Playa is much older, dating back over 7,000 years. The site contains a series of stone circles, megaliths, and other structures, which are thought to have been used for astronomical observations and as a calendar to track the changing seasons. The ancient people who built these formations were likely nomadic herders who traveled through the region with their animals. The most important structure of the Nabta Playa is the calendar stone circle, which is made up of 4 pairs of big stones and an assortment of smaller ones. Archaeoastronomers and archaeologists verified in a study published in 2007 that the stones were possibly aligned with the stars Sirius and Arcturus, the star system, Alpha Centauri, and the Belt of Orion. You should also know that the site's historic value was threatened after tourists and visitors started defacing the stones and moving them around, eventually changing the alignment. In response, the stones were repositioned to the Nubian Museum in Aswan, Egypt, where visitors can now view the monument in its original formation from a safe distance. Number 8, Burkina Faso, humans and crocodiles. In the lakeside village of Baswele, Burkina Faso, an uncommon phenomenon that defies the norm of what we know about crocodiles. While crocodiles are known for their deadly nature and ruthless reputation, in Baswele they have a dissimilar reputation, one that involves being friendly and even playful with humans. According to local legend, the unexpected connection with these predators goes back to at least the 15th century. At that point, a drought hit the small village of Baswele, leaving its inhabitants thirsty and desperate. That was when vigilant crocodiles emerged and led the thirsty villagers to a hidden pond where they could quench their thirst. To express their gratitude, the villagers threw a party to thank these crocodiles, and this marked the beginning of a special bond between the two. Every year, the locals commemorate a grand ceremony called Kum Lakra, where they make sacrifices and ask the crocodiles to grant their wishes for health, prosperity, and a good harvest. In Baswele, it is typical to find crocodiles in the compounds of local families in the dry season. At other times, crocodiles wander into the village seeking safe locations to lay their eggs, and the locals protect the nest from predators. The locals even trust that these harmless creatures represent the souls of their ancestors. They hold ceremonies for the crocodiles when they die, burying them in coffins similar to those used for humans. Number 7, Bird of Saqqara. In 1898, archaeologists found an artifact that would spark the imaginations of researchers and laypeople alike. This artifact, known as the Saqqara bird, was unearthed from a tomb in Saqqara, Egypt. It is estimated to be 2,200 years old and is like a modern-day airplane with the head of a bird. Its wingspan evaluates 180 mm and it weighs 39.12 g. Despite its age, the Saqqara bird's purpose residues a mystery. The lack of documentation from the period when it was made only adds to the puzzle, and its enigmatic nature has fueled speculation that the ancient Egyptians may have realized the principles of aerodynamics. Some trust that the Saqqara bird could have been a working model of an aircraft or glider, but not everyone is persuaded. Mainstream researchers mention that the Saqqara bird is nothing more than a child's toy, a carving of an actual bird, or an early weather vane. Anyway, the controversy surrounding the Saqqara bird persists to this day. How do you feel? Could the ancient Egyptians have held knowledge of aerodynamics that we've yet to uncover? Or is the Saqqara bird just a fascinating yet fundamentally ordinary artifact? Number 6. Desert fairy circles. In the vast and seemingly lifeless desert of Namibia lies a mystery that has stumbled scientists for decades: the Namibian fairy circles. These enigmatic circles, each about 39 feet in diameter, appear as perfectly round patches of barren earth surrounded by lush vegetation. What's more, millions of them lay out across 1,100 miles of the arid grasslands of southern Africa. Numerous theories have been proposed over the years to describe the origins of these circles, but none have been able to provide a definitive answer. One concept was that the presence of the fairy circles is the work of termites eating away at the grass from its roots. Others, on the other hand, suggest that the plants were somehow being induced to grow in this unusual pattern on their own. Some even guess that they may hold the key to understanding how life can thrive in such a harsh environment. Visitors to the region can inspect the fairy circles on foot or by air, marveling at their unusual beauty and pondering the mystery that surrounds them. Whether the circles are the product of mystical fairies or simply a natural phenomenon, they remain one of the most captivating mysteries of the natural world. Now it's the moment for today's subscriber pick. In this picture lies something mystical, such as objects arranged side by side in a sight that messes your mind to wonder what really they could be. Are these aliens from another planet? Or perhaps simply statues placed in the desert to deter people from the very dry and inhospitable climate? Are you familiar what these are or what they represent? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Number 5. Voodoo in Africa. In West Africa, voodoo is a widely practiced religion which has also spread to other parts of the world as a result of abundant slave trades. However, the small country of Benin is regarded as the birthplace of voodoo. In fact, over 40% of the residents follows voodoo as an official religion in Benin. The country even commemorates Voodoo Day as a public holiday, and there is a national voodoo museum dedicated to this unique religion. Even though its reputation as evil or black magic for the people of Benin, voodoo is a complete way of life, encompassing culture, philosophy, language, art, dance, music, and medicine. The voodoo spiritual world includes of Mahu, the supreme being, and about 100 divinities who represent different phenomena such as war, illness, healing, earth, storms, and many more things. Voodoo priests invoke these gods to interfere on behalf of ordinary people. They may also make use of herbs to cure the sick or possibly to poison enemies. In some cases, givings such as a chicken, sheep, or alcohol are given to the divinity either as a request for support or as gratitude for wishes granted. People look for help from voodoo priests on a variety of issues, including curing diseases, finding a job, completing a business deal, finding a spouse, or having a child. Number 4. African Goliath frogs. When we consider of frogs, we usually imagine small, solitary amphibians. Let us introduce you to the biggest frog in the world, the Conrawa Goliath, also known as the African Goliath frog. This huge amphibian can grow up to 12.5 inches long and weigh up to 7.2 pounds, making it as big as some house cats. These giant frogs live in small ranges in the rainforests of Western Africa, close to swift-moving rivers and waterfalls. Just like other frogs, they require to be close to water, and at night they sit on river rocks to find food. They eat insects, crustaceans, fish, and other amphibians. You would think that such a big frog would make a loud croak, but Goliath frogs are quiet as they don't have a vocal sac. Breeding for Goliath frogs differs from that of most other frogs. The male builds a nest of rocks and gravel near the riverbank and engages in wrestling matches with other males to breed with females. Wrestling and moving rocks may describe why males are larger than females, which is unusual for frogs. The female lays thousands of eggs in the nest, and thereafter the parenting ends. They don't wait there for the eggs to hatch even. Sadly, these incredible animals are in danger. Human activities such as farming, logging, and human settlements are encroaching on their forest habitats. Moreover, they are hunted for their meat, which puts them at risk. Number 3. Fantasy coffins of Ghana. In the southern coast of Ghana, death is not a gloomy affair, but an elegant one. The GA people of Ghana have taken the art of coffin making to a whole new level with their impressive fantasy coffins. These coffins are not the common caskets you might have in mind. Instead, they come in different shapes and designs that depict the deceased person's profession, passion, or status. For example, a microphone-shaped coffin is used for a musician or a public speaker, while a car-shaped coffin is made for a driver. An airplane-shaped coffin is created to honor a pilot, and a line-shaped coffin is used for a chief. The craftsmanship engaged in designing these coffins is awe-inspiring, with complicated details that leave many amazed, and these coffins have become so popular that they are now being exported to other countries, including the United States and Europe. While these coffins might be quirky and even weird to some, they are an important feature of Guide culture and tradition. They serve as a celebration of the deceased person's life and achievements, and they also support families and communities to bid farewell in a unique and memorable way. Number 2. New Widow Spider of Africa. In 2014, a spider with a unique appearance was founded in South Africa's Tembe Elephant Park. It had an eye-catching exclamation mark-shaped blotch on its back and a unique twisting white pattern that resembled a human face and mouth open in horror. Scientists have since recognized it as a new species called the Finda button spider. This spider is closely relevant to the black widow, redback, and katipo spiders, and is potentially the biggest widow spider in the world. Barbara Wright, the explorer who originally founded this stunning spider at the Tembe Elephant Park, says that the Finda button spider's venom is neurotoxic, which means a bite from this spider requires urgent medical attention. And if that wasn't enough, female Finda button spiders also sport bright red dots on their underbelly, and their egg sacs are an enchanting shade of purple, with each sac containing about 600 hatchlings. This is one spider you won't want to encounter. Number 1. Untouched Rainforest of Mozambique. Atop Mount Liko in northern Mozambique, some 700 meters above sea level, lies a secret rainforest that very few have had the pleasure of seeing. It's a secret ecosystem protected by a steep circle of rock that has persisted untouched for centuries, making it a remarkable finding for scientists. Interestingly, the locals knew about the mountain, but the forest itself was only founded in 2012 by a biologist named Julian Bayliss, who spotted it on satellite imagery. However, it wasn't until 2017 that he disclosed his groundbreaking finding to the world. What makes this rainforest so exclusive is that it has experienced only natural disturbances, such as droughts, over the centuries, rather than human interference. As a result, it is home to a large array of plants and animals that have adapted to this pristine environment, providing scientists with precious insights into the past and future of our natural world. The discovery of this hidden rainforest is an astonishing find, and it shows that there are still so many secrets waiting to be revealed in the natural world. We hope you found this information enlightening, and we look forward to sharing more discoveries with you in the future. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click bell icon to receive notifications as soon as we post something new. Stay in touch.